Aloha loves. I wanted to do a quick update in regards to the prediction tarot reading that I did the other day. I'm going to leave a link below in the comment section or in the description box from that reading, but I mentioned a big significance in regards to Persia and Greece. So later on that day, my boyfriend texts me. Um, sh- he sent a picture of this plant. It was a mimosa plant, one of those sleeping grass plants, but it was like a really sacred one from South America. I'm pretty sure he said South America or yeah, South Africa. One of those. Anyways, the plant is kind of similar to ayahuasca, but while he's mentioning the plants to me, he ends up letting me know that the person's house that he was working at. Wow, I'm seeing on Netflix it's showing the series of The Witcher, Blood and Origin, that just popped up, and I was actually saying in that reading that someone may have origin ties to Persia or Greece or maybe even in a past life that some may not even know about. Um, so for whatever reason, he mentioned that the owner of the house was Greek. I'm like, that was random. Like, he was sending me the plant, and there was no reason to point out where he came from, what his race or ethnicity was. I was just like, what the fuck? And this was like not even an hour, actually, after me doing that reading. And then I go ahead to pick up my daughter from school, and we have to wait in this line and tell them our children's name while they're picking us up. I don't have right now. But so sorry about that. So we have to let them know our child's name that we're there to pick up. Usually they know there was a new guy doing it and he kind of forgot her name. And he was like, so I was like, oh, Kamakani. He was like, oh, that's right, Kamakani. I was going to say Kamari. And that really stuck out. But then I kind of pushed it to the side. I was like, okay, weird. But last night, something called me to go look it up. I was like, okay, let me see what the fuck Kamari is about. And it showed me that it was a Greek island. And I know this may not mean much to some of you, but I feel like it's gonna. Maybe this is just showing that that message of the 2023 predictions, that message is for you. I don't know what it is about, to be honest, but just how everything was coming together and this heavy emphasis on Greek. And I know that the Greeks, well, I didn't really do much research, but the Greeks won that Persian War, right? But there's something here. What I heard as well is like Greeks and Persians sticking together, maybe forming some sort of bond, alliance, clearing up things from the past in order to move forward. But let me get a card out from the Wildwood Tarot just to see what Greece is trying to tell us. Like, what is this all about? So we have the Seven of Arrows, insecurities, which is interesting. Wow, I went to go get the book so I could read it from the book, and I went right to the page of Seven of Arrows. Seven of Arrows, which is page 91. Number 91 could be really significant here. September 1st could be really significant. January. This January's wow, and that's for the predictions. Like I'm seeing 10, but I'm seeing like 1-0. I'm seeing like New Year's Eve. I'm seeing midnight. I'm seeing a great reset. A brand new beginning. So it says ungrounded fears and confusion. My eyes are so itchy right now. I just got done washing my face. Oh my gosh, and my eyes are like so fucking itchy. This mascara, this waterproof mascara is no joke. Oh my. Anyways, ungrounded fears and confusion led to instability and panic, self torture through guilt or delusion, and the need to deal with fragmented or rejected aspects of personality. Some of our greatest fears and self destruction drives are born of emotional insecurity or lack of self discipline, crippling an individual's ability to make timely decisions or responsible actions. Sometimes these dark, ungrounded fears are a product of panic or guilt planted by inappropriate parenting or the lack of ethical education. Unreasonable emotions, unreasonable emotional expectations and feelings of abandonment can fuel a lack of emotional stability and stable grounding in practical life. Finding one's feet in this environment takes serious inner work. And where the hell was I? Real self appraisal to reveal the true nature of the undermining issue at the heart of your fear. We may not be able to change the past, but we can learn to evolve strategies from the lessons of life and apply them to the future scenarios. This process may also involve forgiveness for past failures, either of other individuals, belief systems, or more importantly, oneself. Forgiveness of oneself is a vital healing mechanism to deal with self inflicted wounds associated with the burdens of guilt and self recrimination. Understanding and acknowledging the motivations behind past mistakes stimulates the process of establishing a secure, healthy emotional foundation from which new beginnings can arise. So, with this, I feel like with this coming up and me getting that message of that tree and how it's relating to ayahuasca, I feel like someone has to do some sort of ayahuasca ceremony. I just also heard maybe even offer it up on your altar for your ancestors. It's so crazy. I have to go look up what reading this was, but I used a tree for the cover photo of one of my readings. And I ended up seeing the tree again last night when I was looking up um, the benefits of that mimosa plant, which led me to the benefits of ayahuasca as well. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how can I find that same tree? Like, I don't even know where I found that image of a tree, of that tree. I feel like it was on pexels.com, the free stock photos. But I was like, how is that possible that I'm reading something with this same tree? It's the exact same tree. Like, I couldn't believe it. But ayahuasca is going to be really important for someone's past life regression, someone's healing process, someone's acceptance and making peace with things, someone's forgiveness, whether it's forgiving others or oneself or, both. What else do you want to say in regards to this ayahuasca plant, spirit? Wow, number 5, the ancestors. See, I think your ancestors want some of this on your altar, or they're calling you to tap into it. Maybe there is a certain way of preparing it, of preparing the ayahuasca in the Greek cultures, because I was also looking at how they brewed the tea in Peru and different cultures. So let's tap into this card real quick. Number 5, it would be the Hierophant, but it says the ancestors here in this deck. The ancestor greets you as you walk up the path that leads to the forest. She is a creature of myth, half animal, half human, but carries the wand of wisdom and a drum that summons all who can hear to gather and watch the sunrise. Wow. Some of you may have been waking up really early lately, right before the sunrise. I'm hearing 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Some of you may be tapping into the um, readings of the 5 a.m. club, I'm hearing, or maybe that's something that you have to do. Anyways, let's see. The ancestor is blessed by the land and by the divine knowledge that flows from the stars. Her coat of white winter fur and evergreen leaves. The gateway is formed, oh my gosh, by the silver birch trees. Birch is actually one of the runes that I would always get. Somebody has to look up what the meaning of the birch rune is. It's Birch. So, formed by the silver birch trees, either side of the path marks the beginning of a new commitment and a point from which you cannot turn back. The trees act as reminders to follow the path and know that you're on a journey with a beginning and an end. The path is marked with tracks that lead you onward. The new moon, oh my gosh, we're coming into a new moon right now, right? New moon in Capricorn is coming up really soon. Hold up, hold up. The new moon signifies both an end and a beginning as Venus, the bright morning star, shows the new dawn of hope. The ancestor is linked to the part of your soul that is most ancient and most closely related to the archetypes that represent nature. She is a guardian of the sacred heart of the land and summons you by beating the drum to the heartbeat of the earth. It is the part of you that unconsciously heard the drum that stirred the first desire to walk the path that is at work here. It is the overpowering strength and patience of nature that is the awesome and relentless turning of a cycle that brings spring and warmth, an end to hibernation, and the reawakening of an abundant life. The ancestor stands before the gateway of nature that leads into the far forest. That is another beginning. Once you pass through the gateway, you must strive to stay on the path and see the journey through the end. You have made the leap and started a new cycle. Your instinctive spirit have felt it necessary to lead you to the gateway and a new path. You may have been reluctant or concerned at first, but whether you realize it or not, a shift has occurred. You may feel wary of the unknown that awaits you in the forest, but the ancient ancestor within you will guide and reassure you as you relearn and greet new experiences on the path. Trust your inner voice. Listen to your own instinctive and inquisitive nature. Your own inner ancestor is strong, patient, and wise. Let them lead you into the forest with new eyes and a joyful heart. I love you all. I trust this brought clarity to someone here. You have a beautiful day. If anybody wants to book a personal reading, go ahead and email me.